Good afternoon, everybody. Literally just got off the train. Made a special trip down our way to be with you all here. And of all the advocacy groups that we deal with, and you know we deal with a lot, there is none that are more important than our public safety officers, the people that do what is counterintuitive. Every single one of us, based on the day we're born, our genetic DNA programs us to run away from danger. That is a natural human instinct every single one of us are born with. And to be in a room full of people who do the opposite, who run towards a danger, that great physical sacrifice, psychological and emotional sacrifice, all in the name of serving a cause bigger than yourselves. What a noble and honorable way to live one's life. So on behalf of the House, we want to just say thank you first and foremost for your service. Thank you. And to Howard Schadenberger, thank you for the invitation. I also want to give a shout out to our local Pennsylvania crew, Andrew Pentelis and Chuck McQuilkin from Philadelphia, who have been great partners, not only in the education process. I'm only 2 years into this, but familiarizing me with the legislation. As was mentioned earlier, I came into Congress as a 14-year FBI agent and a certified EMT, and have been working hand in hand with all of you on a whole host of issues. And when we talk about getting a lot of these bills advanced, and I'm going to be quick because Senator Schumer is in the room waiting to join us, and I don't want to keep him waiting too long. Bipartisan support for legislation is so important because with these issues, this should be bipartisan. Every single one of these bills should be bipartisan. The PFAS bill, the cancer registry, the 9/11 victim compensation fund reauthorization, which, by the way, is now my top priority this week because I'm a member of something called the Problem Solvers Caucus. Crazy concept, I know, but here in D.C., we have a group where it's a Noah's Ark rule. If you want to join, you have to find somebody from the opposite party to join with you. Every single bill we advance is bipartisan nature. We have 48 members, 24 Democrats, 24 Republicans. We are a centrist group that believes that differences of opinion is a strength to be harnessed, not a weakness to be criticized. We listen more than we lecture, and we learn. And the concept is a similar concept that we had in the FBI. Anytime we had a time-sensitive crime problem, I always use a kidnapping example, where every second that ticks off that clock is a second where that child's life is more in danger. It's a second where that kidnapper has more time to cross state lines, at which point the likelihood of success drops exponentially. We would surround the table with people from completely different backgrounds, different educational backgrounds, different professional backgrounds, coming from different parts of the country, different regions of the world. What we would find invariably was every single person, based on the town they grew up in, the family they grew up in, the school they went to, what subject they studied, pain they may have experienced that you and I can never fathom, it affects the way they approach a problem psychologically. And we would aggregate everybody's collective experiences and diversity. It would always allow us to get one step ahead of that criminal. The Problem Solvers Caucus is essentially the legislative version of that. We view differences of opinion as a strength to learn from each other and to advance the best solution for a problem. The firefighters are exhibit A of where that works the best because you are everybody's heroes. I can promise you, you enjoy broad bipartisan support both in the House and the Senate. And this 9/11 Victims Compensation Fund, if we get 290 co-sponsors, we passed a rule change this year that's an automatic floor vote on the floor of the House of Representatives. So often it's been the case, and this is a brokenness in the system, where you could have more co-sponsors than you need full floor votes to pass, and yet you couldn't get those bills to the floor. Well, that's all changed now when we passed this rules change. And the firefighters' bills, and you've heard them all before, I'm not going to relist them all, you know what they are. I am a co-sponsor on every single one of them, and what I say to all my friends in labor, it's not enough. It's not enough to be a vote for labor. You have to go above and beyond. You need to be a voice for labor. And it's an easy movement to be a voice for because we stand for what is just and for what is right. It's an easy cause to get behind. This Republican here stands unequivocally behind you, and we will get those bills done. Thank you all for inviting me. Thank you.